I often get the question, how come that when I paint over the wallpaper and then remove the tape, it pulls off a piece of the wallpaper as well? You see, that leaves a bit of damage on the surface underneath. So today, I'm going to show you what to pay attention to when taping. I'm about to paint the wallpaper now. The wallpaper has been painted once before, so it only needs one coat. For that, I'm going to tape off the baseboards and frames, and I'll just use the regular tape from KIP, the 301. You could also use the ultra sharp tape, which has a special gel that expands, preventing paint from seeping under the tape. But since I'm only doing one coat, it's more than sufficient to go with the more affordable option, the KIP 301. It has excellent adhesion for this type of work. Now, if you're wondering, can I use tape from Action because it's also cheap? Of course, you're free to do that. However, I've included a link in the YouTube card above and in the description to a video where I test the Action tape against the KIP 301. In that video, I use a coffee test to show the difference, so you can decide for yourself whether you want to go for higher quality or save a bit. But you're definitely getting more benefit with this one. For this project, you really don't need the ultra sharp tape. I'd recommend that one for when it's really critical. Here I'm just going to roll the paint on and then remove the tape afterward. But let me show you what to pay attention to when taping, so you don't end up pulling off the wallpaper along with it. Well, you can lay down your cloth or whatever you have, that's handy. Then you're going to apply the tape. What you need to pay close attention to is that since this is wallpaper, and if you have a different type of wallpaper, you should be cautious as well. So you lay the tape down, and I actually slide my fingers diagonally over it until I'm just on top with my thumb. I hold it in place with my index finger. This way, I maintain the distance, so to speak, above or below. So this is your distance. I keep that in place, and then I make sure to leave a small edge on top that I will also paint over. Now if you look closely, you can see that my tape is really only on the wood and not touching the wallpaper. You need to keep an eye on this because once it gets wet, it will pull the wallpaper along with it. So make sure to leave about 1 millimeter or 2 of the wood visible, and we'll paint over that, creating a nice straight line. What I typically do is pull out a length of tape, and with this hand, you really shouldn't press down on it, just let it go loose. Then you can use this hand to guide it and stick it down with the other hand. Once you've applied the tape, press it down a bit, and that will also secure your cloth, creating a nice clean edge. Let me know if you always tape against the wall or if you leave a few millimeters of space in between. Do you find these tips valuable? If so, subscribe to my channel for more handy tips. What is often very challenging is creating a nice, sharp line on a wall or ceiling. I have 3 secrets for making a perfect line. In the video that is now appearing in the middle, I'm going to teach you how to always paint perfect lines on a wall or ceiling. Please give me as many thumbs up as you can if you appreciate these tips, as that will allow me to create more videos like this for you. What's your best tip for taping? Let me know in the comments. And I'll see you soon in the next video that's in the middle.